the Democrat bench, and not just on the presidential level, but also on the mayoral level. We mentioned Mamdani earlier. Stephen A. Smith is sounding the alarm bells about how psycho this guy is, thankfully, and more of this, please, because he's going to win, and I can't believe that. But it's likely, and everybody needs to be prepared for the fallout. Here is Stephen A.
When this brother said that, what you were saying is nobody needs to make more than a certain amount of money. Who the hell are you to say that? This is America. That's not going to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, the Democrats, if AOC and Mamdani and people like and Bernie Sanders, if folks like that take over the Democratic Party, one or two things happening. The Democratic Party is toast.
It already is.
Or America is.
Yeah.
That was ominous.
It was, but I hear you. But the first person who said that you've made enough money was Obama. He started it. Yeah. He started all this bullshit. This is the reason that we started our site. I mean, my God, in 2008, we were making socialism sucks bumper stickers for people.
Yeah. That's right.
Like that. And people were like, oh, it'll never happen here. Here we are. Fast forward to 2025. You've got a literal communist that's going to be the mayor. I mean, I have no doubt he's going to win. I just think he's going to win. These people are they think, oh my, I just want free crap. I want free crap. But it's so much more palpable than it was 17 years ago when we started our site. You know what I mean? People are just like, no, I'll sacrifice America if somebody gives me free crap.
Right.
And he's right. And I mean, it'll be the end of it.
The other three people that are running are too arrogant and too filled with ego to recognize that if two of them would drop out, there would be hope. There would be actually a potential for Mamdani not to win. Like, I'm not saying Cuomo's any better. I'm not saying what's his name? Adams is any better. I'm saying if there are fewer of them to choose from, the vote isn't going to get so split. And right now, when it is split, Mamdani is in the lead, and that sucks. But like, it doesn't matter.
Like, they need to get together and they need to say, listen, which one of us, like, we need to draw straws. Which one of us is going to be the one to take this commie on? Because this is insane. It's the lesser of two evils. Well, he is the most evil. Communism.
And I think Cuomo comes in second. And so honestly, it should be Eric Adams that says, all right, I'll bow out for the good of the city.
Somebody said he's not a communist, he's a Muslim. He's both. He's a communist.
One of those is a religion, and one of those is a political.
He's like both.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
Stephen A. Smith was also on with Sean Hannity, and Sean was asking him, well, who is leading the Democrat Party at this point? And here is what Stephen said.
You know good and well I wouldn't vote for Mamdani. I wouldn't vote for AOC. I don't like the way Jasmine Crockett is talking. I don't think that helps the Democratic Party.
I have a last question.
I don't like
Exit
that.
question. Who are the leaders of your party right now? It's not Hakeem Jeffries and it's not Chuck Schumer. It's all those names I mentioned.
Sean, there is no leader for the Democratic Party. That's why they're in trouble. There is no leader. That's why they're in trouble.
Repeat after me.
I mean, he's not wrong, because nobody's going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm looking to Hakeem Jeffries to make Democrat policy right now.
I think people would say, though, that AOC is probably one of the top three, at least. And that is that's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. I think that she and Gavin Newsom are like two of the top contenders. That they will be in the presidential race in some fashion. Which, okay.
Yeah, I can see AOC being chosen as a VP to somebody if she doesn't have a successful go of it herself.
And I think Gavin will run.
Oh my God. And I think Rahm Emanuel's really trying to get into this race as well. And who knows, like Elizabeth Warren has run so many times, maybe she'll try again. You know what I mean?
She's a freaking nightmare. And she's just like, Mamdani's great. She's like, Mamdani.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. We've got to play some video about that, actually, because she is an insane person. But just to offer you a little glimmer of hope, here is someone who actually helped promote AOC and created one of the viral videos of AOC back in the day. She has had a huge change of heart.
I helped get AOC elected. I made a video for her campaign that went super viral. I met her a ton of times, and I was a huge AOC person. Now I'm 35, and like every stereotypical person, I've grown up and I've learned that these feel-good politics of promising free food, free college, free apartments, like it feels so good when your frontal lobe is not fully developed and you're thinking more in black and white that this is going to be good, right? You're indoctrinated as a young person in America to believe that capitalism is bad and all your problems are because of these evil business owners. But I have to warn young people, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And we've seen time and time again in countries and cities that adopt these socialist programs is that the rich people who are going to pay for them are going to leave because of high taxes, leftist policies that feel so good to vote for. But you guys have to understand, like, that's not how things work. Mamdani, like, I think he's tapping into something that's so real. This feeling from young people, they want to make a difference. They want the world to be a better place. But unfortunately, his policies are not going to be the things that fix our city. The policies that we really, really need are going to be less regulation, less taxes, guys. We need more innovation from individuals and less government in our lives.
Hallelujah.
Welcome to conservatism.
Right?
That's literally that. Yeah.
It's so nice to see that though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also pissed off that she helped to create AOC.
I know.
You know, you helped create the monster, and now you're like, oh, the monster's terrible. Well, I mean, I can be a little mad about that. Because I'm sorry, your frontal lobe wasn't developed, but I also have children who their frontal lobes weren't developed and they knew not to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's
Come
fair.
on.
That's fair.
You know?
I mean, I tend to believe that better late than never.
I hear you.
But I get it. I mean, she created that, and
Right.
that is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Elizabeth Warren she is like one of the few Democrats that's really coming out in favor of Mamdani. There's a lot of them who are still being real cagey about whether or not they'll support him. Not Elizabeth. She is out and proud, and she is talking about his message of affordability, which is super weird because Democrats were in power for 4 years under Biden. They never talked about affordability. They just made everything way too expensive to afford.
Right.
And so now they're like, oh, that's our big message. Here she is.
That's Zohran Mamdani. How does this young guy come in, doesn't have the money to spend that Cuomo has, doesn't
Yes,
have the
he
position
does.
that Adams
Oh my
has,
God, he's
doesn't have the
loaded.
backing of the billionaires? How does that work? He comes in and he talks about how to make New York City affordable for families. And that's what it's all about. That's why I think this race in New York City is so important, because Zohran managed to win by talking about affordability. Democrats across this country will win by talking about affordability. And then, and here's the key, not just talking about it, delivering on it.
She
Look at
is
this cover.
African American meets Native American. Oh my God.
You gotta love the New York Post, man.
It's just so great. I mean, she is the poster girl for like misrepresentation of people. Because she, just like what the New York Post is saying, because she was the chick who pretended to be Indian, and she's saying that this guy doesn't have the money. He's loaded.
His whole campaign was financed from outside of New York.
And his family's rich.
Yeah.
So don't give me that shit. He's an entitled, privileged prick, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's acting like he's not. I mean, give me a break. Like
he cares about the people.
He's blue collar. No, he's not. He's not blue collar at all. And they try to do that. They did it with AOC too. AOC grew up in like upper middle class suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine Crockett, private school kid. This is what they do with all these people. They try to make it, they're just like you. No,
Right.
They're not actually. Republican representation is more like me. It's like these people are total posers, is what they lie. They just lie and they try to act like that. And then they promise you all this free crap when in fact I'm paying for the free crap.
Right.
I am
Free
the
crap
free
is
crap.
never free. It's never
Right.
free.
It
Nothing
always
is free.
comes from the people. It's like Thatcher. What is it? Margaret Thatcher said, eventually you run out of other people's money.
Yep.
I am the other people. You are the other people. They're going to eventually run out of our money. And then what happens? Well, they're going to be fine because you know what? They're rich. I'm not. So
It's why Mamdani is so against, the Second Amendment, unless he's trying to guard his own wedding.
Exactly.
And then it's fine. And it's fine for, it's not okay for ICE to wear masks, but it's perfectly fine for the guards that are outside his wedding to be masked.
Right.
Everything is fine for the elites. And they like to position themselves as, oh, they're for the little guy. No, they're not.
And listen, they have been on the slope of communism since 2008. They are a rudderless party, and now their rudder is communism. It is flat out communism because they are flailing. We don't know what to do. They have always done this whole, like, we'll give you free crap. They are the ice cream party. We talked about it in our book. We are the broccoli party. You got to eat your broccoli. And sorry. I mean, you got to be personally responsible. If you don't like that, the Republican Party is probably not for you. Conservatism is probably not for you. You have to be personally and fiscally responsible. They are not that way. They are like, let me give you free everything, when in fact, we're the ones paying for it. It is tired. It is just, I get so sick of seeing them promise people. I feel like people should be onto them, but in fact, they just gain more and more. They go for the young people because, like that lady said, the frontal lobe isn't closed yet. And they try to prey on people that are desperate. They're desperate and rudderless. And now their rudder is full on communism. And it's terrifying.
Squawkbox was asking Elizabeth Warren yesterday about, the policies that Zohran has are going to drive away the very people that he relies on to pay for all the stuff. So if the idea of giving freebies to everybody relies on you taxing the rich, and then the rich are like, F this, I'm out of here.
Right.
How is that actually a feasible policy? And here is Elizabeth Warren answering that question.
Can't wait.
Raising taxes on them will simply drive them away. Shouldn't the focus of a mayor be on delivering services to the constituents of the city, and doing that by raising the most revenue as possible without chasing businesses and the high income taxpayers out of the city? Because they can go to Austin, they can go to Dallas, they can go to Atlanta, they can go to Nashville. This is your issue. It's a national issue, not a local issue.
The issue is affordability. Do you know how many working families are chased out of New York City every day because they can't afford housing, they can't afford groceries, they can't afford child care?
She can't answer the question. She can't, because and they'll just circle back to the talking points. It's all about affordability for the working class. How are you going to pay for the programs? Evil hag.
They never can tell you how. It's kind of like,
they never can tell you how.
No, they never can tell you how. It's like, we're going to give you free college. We're going to give you free daycare. We're going to give you free. Everything's going to be free. But how are you going to do it? Well, we got to tax the rich. Okay. All right. You're already doing that.
Going to stay.
Right. You're already
going to leave. Hello.
Right.
Check California.
Exactly. And they already tax the rich.
Right. The rich already pay for most everything.
Right. I mean, that's all they have. That's all they cannot think of. There are no new ideas in the Democrat Party. And now they are full-blown commies.
And they're not afraid of the labels. Like a reporter, it's hard to hear in this, but a reporter asks, do you really want socialism to be the new progressive message? And here is how she answers that.
You hope progressive social. Is this what the party should look like?
Yes.
The Democratic Party moving
You
there you go.
You bet it is, she said.
There you go. Well, she said it out loud. I mean, there's no shame. No shame.
I mean, but she is one of the few, there is some shame among some Democrats. They're not ready to give him a full-throated endorsement because he's a socialist.
I don't think
they do seem like they're turning.
To me, it's like abortion. It used to be safe, legal, and rare. And now they're like, abortion's on demand.
Right.
I feel like socialism is exactly the same way. They're just going to be they're going to embrace this commie bull crap. And they're just that's it. Because what else are they going to do? They have nothing else. All they have is hatred of Trump. They've been relying on that for the past 8 years. They can't rely on that anymore. They suck. They are literally losing. And so now they're like, well, I guess we're going to be commies now, you guys. And they're going to embrace that too. And they're going to try to take the stigma away from it, which it's working in places like New York City. It's working.
And they'll embrace hatred of Israel as a party, because they know that is a key issue now for so many young, not fully developed brained people. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, I mean, the Democrats are really, they're going to go full on radical socialist crazy. And I guess we'll see how that works out for them. Bill O'Reilly watched, obviously, that same clip that we just watched of Elizabeth Warren on Squawk Box. And here was his reaction to it.
Warren is a nitwit. I'm sorry. I don't usually do that, but my God, if Mamdani gets elected in mayor of New York City, she doesn't think wealthy people and corporations are going to leave? You're a nitwit, madam. I mean, that's all I can say. There's no other word to describe you.
Oh, there's words. I feel like I could come up with some words.
Other than nitwit? Oh, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could come up with a lot too.
Seen on a street sign in New York City, though, was this sign that says, Zohran for New York City. Vote for crime, filth, prostitution, Jew hate, looting, drugs, corporate flight, chaos. But yay, free bus rides.
Right. I mean, and rent control. I don't. Okay. All right. Listen, we can watch and see what happens. It's kind of like what's happened in California.
You know what she probably needs is some red light therapy from our new sponsor.
You guys,
I'm so excited to put this on.
The coolest new sponsor. Okay, so ladies who don't want to F with your face and look like Nancy Pelosi's daughter or Nancy Pelosi, but you want to have fabulous skin and some like in-home spa vibes. You have it on. Look at her.
I got it on and it's on, man.
We have some skincare magic for you. Okay. It is the Bond Charge Red Light Face Mask. It has become like my 10-minute daily go-to. It's like having a little relaxing at-home spa session. You pop it on for like 10 minutes a day. That's it. No fuss, no appointments. It's lightweight. It's easy to use. It contours. It's flexible. It contours your face.
Remote.
You get to scare the crap out of your dogs and look like Iron Man for 10 minutes. Okay.
And your husband. Honestly, Ron was like,
so great.
I'm going to need you to
You don't
stay
have to
away.
leave. I can work. I can do stuff around the house. It's that awesome. It's so great. And it rejuvenates your complexion. It has advanced red light and near infrared technology. If you know anything about this stuff, these are like all the rage, right? But this one is great because a lot of them are hard. Like they're like the hard case ones. If you've shopped for these, this one
I can walk around with this.
This one's flexible and it's super comfortable and it clasps in the back with like Velcro. There's Velcro in the back. It's not hot. It's not bulky. You can walk around, you can lay down, you can do whatever you want for like 10, 20 minutes and you get spa therapy on your face. It's seriously the greatest thing ever. I've been using it for a few weeks now and I've noticed my skin is brighter. I love the comfort. My teenage daughter is starting to use it because it's good for acne. It's good for wrinkles. It's great for like brightness of your face. Like red light is seriously the greatest. It's all the
rage.
Yeah, it is all the rage. It's portable, rechargeable, flexible. It's soft, comfortable, everything. So you guys check it out. It's backed by our 1-year warranty. Plus Bond Charge ships worldwide, and all their products are HSA and FSA eligible for extra savings, so you can save money on that. So don't F with your face. Don't do it. Don't F with your face. Go to bondcharge.com, use code CHICK, save 15%. That's BON charge.com, 15% off. You can get a glow up, you guys.